What's up? What's up? Welcome in, friends. Welcome. What's going on? What's going on? Hello. Hello. Are you there? Susan Bennett, where are you, girl? I'll be missing you. I'll be missing you so much. Where are you, Susan Bennett? Waiting for some people to come in. It's good to see you. Hello, Rex. There's your bottle. All kinds of things going on in the streets, things happening in and around the YouTube community. Like what? Let's see. Brett, that tough guy online. He was up on David's panel a couple days ago. Rex did I guess he did he reviewed it Saturday morning. I didn't realize that till long after the fact, of course. Happened when I was sleeping. And what else? X Factor Kevin Mac V Sog was up on Bird's live stream, all just chipper and friendly as could be. That's cool. Kevin's known as a huge douche. But anyway, that's just my bias speaking, of course. I don't know Kevin. What else happened? Rex thinks he's a computer programmer, a script kiddie. He's writing all kinds of, or he's using AI. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was doing these marathon 8 hour live streams. I refused to type in them with this AI Factron, his Factron artificial intelligence assisting him in this coding, this Python coding. And man, I don't know what he was doing, actually. I don't think he was doing anything. Hello, everybody in chat. I should say hello to you. Quillfish, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Oh my God, the markets are fucking. It's a bloodbath out there, y'all. It'll bounce back. Sooner than later, hopefully. But we're patient. SR. What is going on? Lindy. Hello. Susan Bezio, what's going on? Have you guys been watching this shit? Hey, Daniel. Hey, Pam Fogel. I know I titled this Susan Bennett, but I talk about everybody up here. And of course, we're not up here to troll Susan at all. We want her to come back so we can troll her. All in good fun, though. Susan, of course, after her last live stream that I saw in her appearance over on Tony's, she decided that, you know what? I'm going to get help for myself. I'm going to stop drinking. And we wish her well. God bless her, because it's been 10 years for me. And Katie, of course, Blame Katie offered to be, what did she offer? I can't remember what it is that she offered. It was everything but being a sponsor. It was going to sponsor Susan. I don't know how that worked out, because Susan started telling stories immediately afterwards, but that's not what this is about. Susan, we want to know that you're okay, girl. I hope you're out there listening and you're cheery, because just to let your mind rest, she was getting a little unhinged. And I wonder if it was some of the effects that we observed earlier about, this. Remember when we were having that back and forth about 6 months ago in regards to her talking and misrepresenting and getting the Justins mixed up, like Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber, and Perp Diddy and P Diddy. And then I asked the question whether or not she was into this Pakistani grooming gangs in the UK, and maybe she was trafficking children in that sense, indirectly. And of course, I don't think that. It's just a question that came up. But for whatever reason, she latched onto that. She latched onto that like nobody's business. And she was so. Oh, is she in Discord? Susan Scooter, hello, welcome. Welcome to the show. We're just shooting the shit tonight. Checking in. What's your favorite Susan Bennett in chat? What's your guys' favorite Susan Bennett memory? Craziest? Biggest lie? Biggest claim? But she latched on to this story about how, she wanted to make me look bad, essentially, and make it look like I had done something to her and victimized her with this statement. And of course, I was just trolling up there, right? Like I was just talking smack, talking shit. I mean, she could be, I don't know, but I doubt it because, well, too many people know her details thus far. But she was insistent in getting in front of a microphone and repeating that like over and over and over again. And I wonder if that came along with the alcohol. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jen R. Internet God. Yeah. Some days I wonder if that's not a good place for it either. That's a bit of a stable coin in and of itself. Hey, Guido. Fucking Rex was making me laugh too. I don't know what he's trying to do over there. I don't know what he's trying to code up. Maybe I don't even want to ask him, but he's pissed off too. New Year's Eve. What happened New Year's Eve, Lindy? Was that? Yeah, she screamed that about that for ages. And it changes every so often. It changes. Like she'll still try to make it look like I've said something about her. Like she's so insulted about it, right? Like Susan doesn't have to be insulted. It's inconvenient when people start to know whatever private details about your life. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be you like brown eggs and they'll use it against you, right? You know this place, and it can get to you after a while, and especially if you're lonely like Susan. And everybody knows that she's lonely. Now, there's a lot of stories out there because there's a lot more to this than I know. She, I guess, is a big Discord, a user of Discord, like most of us, but she uses it in a way that's probably not healthy for her mental health. She becomes obsessed about things in that sense. And you combine that with alcohol, and it can be a vicious, vicious cycle, especially when you try to break it. Jen R likes when she left Tony on panel. Well, she went to get some drinks. Did she really? There won't be any of that going on anymore. It's a sad state. It's a sorry state. I want Susan to do good. I want her to be happy, get out, but get out of the house a little bit, Susan. I should do the same. We both need to. Susan Scooter says that's a tough one. Susan had many mad moments and dirty deletes. The twin sister on Molly Golightly's is a good example. Oh no, you can talk about Rex in here, Jim. No problem at all, brother. I saw. No, you can talk about Rex in here. You can talk about whatever you want. I was just putting the call out to Susan because I know that she's watching. I thought, you know what? I want to add to her mental health. I want to give her some positive vibrations in that sense, some love. I'm trying to remember what happened on when I live streamed her. That's when all of that went down, wasn't it? I just don't associate it with New Year's Eve, but I think that's what we did. Good to see you, Jim Rhodes. And everybody, There's not too many people in here, but that's good. And whoever I missed, hello as well. Hey, A Balance, I realize this is Susan's stream, but in case you missed it last night, Rex was trying to claim he was a programmer by putting commands in his AI, but he used up all his AI credits. Oh, shit. Man, that's a Wile E. Coyote move. Yeah, he loves to sit over there and claim that he's this programmer. And that's fine. I mean, God bless him. He's excited about, writing code. That's a healthy thing, probably. Hey, Olap, Cinnamon, good to see you. He was freaking out because he couldn't do anything else and ended up rage quitting his own stream. He ran out of credits. To me, he was listen. To me, he was just wasting time, but I understand I'm biased in that. Sometimes you would think that maybe he's just trying to learn, but he needs everybody else to watch him try and learn. I don't know what he was doing. Like, is coding streams a thing? Probably, to people who know how to code. But why would you do it like Rex and sit there and he puts this AI like it is this outstanding piece of technology, and it is this Factotron he's using. And he just bores the shit out of you. Like, I mean, I'm not the most exciting individual, but you've really got to get a load of him sometimes. He needs you to believe that he's now this programmer. And of course, he probably only spells programmer with one M. I'm trying to talk shit, so he comes in here, tells me how little I know. Jerry's interview Susan Scooter. Who's Jerry? Is Jerry his dad? Her dad? You're smoking some Cuban Affair? Sounds like a sativa. I don't know what it is. Something Dutch. It was about 7 hours and 10 minutes. Lady Lolo, good to see you. But there's more than one stream. He was over on Green Bean and internet. What is that? Internet Killed the TV, that channel. I'll save that timestamp. I'll have a look at that. It was at about 7 hours and 10 minutes. The guy went bat shit crazy in his own chair. Shit crazy. Rex is copying me. He thinks he knows more than you do. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you even have to put yourself in a position, like, can you not just have a normal conversation? But he's not programming anything. He's learning how to liaison, to communicate commands into the AI, so the AI does it quickly, right? And of course, that would be a tool. You're using it as a tool, but he's not. He's using it as a piece to virtue signal to everybody on exactly how smart he is now. Or is he? He's just fucking nuts. Who is? Oh, freaks. The Stolen Valor story. I think that's actually one that I'd like to see too. Is that out there, Susan Scooter? Susan Bennett's Stolen Valor story. Does that have to do with she's got PTSD, complex PTSD from her battlefield experience in the Irish Guard, being in Afghanistan? Like, she almost got that one. She almost made that one make sense. Like, you could see where somebody, that would be plausible in Ireland, with the troubles and all that. There's bombs in Ireland type of thing. It's plausible, but she had to tell everybody that it was in Afghanistan. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh shit. God bless her. God bless that girl. I want to see that one now. I got to put that one down. Oh shit. Jerry was a YouTube veteran that confronted her on her stolen valor. She spoke of him around New Year's and said his name started with G. Susan. Doesn't have a very high IQ. Is a YouTube veteran like a Cinnamon Hot Hot? Are you saying like a YouTube veteran, like a soldier? It was on Green Bean called Coding in Python. Okay, hold on. Let me go back in the background. Go to Green Bean. Let me pull this up in the background. Check it at 7:10. You said 7 minutes, 10 seconds? Or 7 hours, 10 minutes?
From pure stress. The revisions came fast after that.
This is where he runs out. This is where he runs out of AI credits, and Rex gets mad.
Trade routes opened. Technology sharing restrictions lifted. Military cooperation protocols extensively updated.
Irritable bowel Susan.
The updates focused more on joint training than actual combat support. Apparently, nobody wanted to risk having their troops embarrass themselves in front of the humans. Commander Yaxthal, watching from his medical pod, actually laughed when they proposed requiring all future duels to use weapons. The sound made 3 junior diplomats dive under their consoles. With respect, he clicked, his mandibles still slightly misaligned from yesterday's educational opportunity. I believe that would be doing our human friends a disservice. Alexandra shot him a respectful nod. There's nothing like getting thoroughly beaten up by someone to establish a
Don't pollute your heads with that garbage. What is he listening to? 7:10:08. 7:10:08.
submitted a formal request to study human muscle density. The Proximan medical officers had to revise their entire xenobiology database. But the real entertainment came when they started modifying treaties. Perhaps suggested Ambassador VC Troll, still trying to pretend she hadn't lost her entire year's salary in the betting pool, we should adjust the mutual defense protocols. Excellent idea, Alexandra agreed. While we're at it, let's discuss those trade route restrictions. You know, the ones supposedly based on our limited combat effectiveness in deep space conditions. I swear I saw VC Troll's crystalline form develop a hairline crack from pure stress. The revisions came fast after that. Trade routes opened. Technology sharing restrictions lifted. Military cooperation protocols extensively updated, though I noticed the updates focused more on joint training than actual combat support. Apparently, nobody wanted to risk.
I'm hoping for the best right now. I'm hoping for a bit of a bounce back, but expecting to go lower.
Commander Yaxthal,
I'm thinking about
his medical pod, actually laughed when they proposed requiring all future duels to use weapons.
I don't know yet. I'm still
the sound
thinking.
Made 3 junior diplomats dive under
DCAing out.
With respect,
I think I might as well. At least maybe 2/3.
Slightly misaligned from yesterday's educational opportunity.
It depends, though. It depends. It depends, Jim. It depends. I had a bad swing trade the other day that left me a little pissed off, a little bad taste in my mouth. I went to bed and I kept I had an order in that I didn't anticipate. When I woke up, it dropped like a ridiculous amount, and I'm like, oh fuck! It sucked that account out unexpectedly. It was my own mistake. So it wasn't anything I did. It's just I had an order and I would have cleared. I got to clear all orders before I go to bed sometimes.
Doing our human friends a disservice. Alexandra shot him a respectful nod. There's nothing like getting thoroughly beaten up by someone to establish a weird sort of friendship. The real changes, though, were in how everyone looked at humans after that. Gone were the dismissive glances, the condescending tones. Now, when a human walked into a room, people paid attention, very careful attention. The kind of attention prey animals give to apex predators.
I don't know, man. We have to do a better timestamp. Jerry can be spelled with a G. Susan Scooter, it can. That's for sure. If she doesn't shit her britches, it isn't a Monday. I don't know if there'll be a lot of that farting going on anymore. Is he live right now? We don't know. This is from a couple days ago. I was looking for the part where he rages out. Let me just give it a quick fast forward here. Didn't look like he raged out.
Alex's voice comes from within the armor. Now a perfect...
Oh, there it is right here. It's right about here. This is 729 though. No, thanks. It's mine, dear. This is coding in Python. So he usage limits. Manage your API by configuring recently. What does it say here? You must be on a paid plan to manage usage limits, Rex. Your current tier is free. We've all been there. You really took that API to the limits, the free version. Wow. Hey, Taze, good to see you. What's going on, brother? Oh, shit. Yeah, it is frustrating. Like GPTs, all GPTs have that. Just when you're getting into something. You're like, yeah. But if you pay for the subscription, you get Grok. They give you Grok, and it's not limited in that sense. I'm hoping we're able to avoid recessions. I'm hoping we're able to avoid it with some sort of turnaround news. It seems like the rumors always affect things more than the reality, but it's starting to look like a bit of a bit bearish. Today's maybe not a good day to ask me, Jim. Today's not a good day to ask me. I'm hopeful. To tell you the truth right now, I wish I bailed out of it about 2 months ago. But it's all hindsight, right? That's all. Not bailed out of it. But you look back and you think, oh, I should have done this, that, the other in that sense. My gains are still significant. I'm just hoping it's higher than it was when I woke up this morning tomorrow. Devin Knobs, Redstone still wants her kitty wrecked by Ernie. Good to see you. That's got to be Ernie right there. Ernie, is that you? Are you Devin Knobs? That sounds like a made-up account. I love it, though. She'll never admit it, but I was beside her as she was flipping her bean to Ernie's mugshots. Flipping her bean. Oh, that's Devin Knobs. That's somebody in a sock account. I appreciate that comment. Whatever the hell that's about. Who the hell is Redstone? Someone's getting trolled in my chat. Great advertisement. Not right this sec, darling. Hold on, my friends. Good to see you, Purple. One moment, please. Hey, Rumor. To top up my coffee. Yeah, but it really is no fun. There is a little bit of fun, but you really wonder how far somebody actually dislikes another person here on the internet. Like as far as Susan's dislike and disdain for Purple, because when you're biased against somebody and there's a whole group of people that think that the other person is a certain way, like the hate for Purple, for instance, it was a way for so many people to come together and relate bond over the hate that they had for purple. Oh yeah, markets will go up and down. I'm trying to be patient, trying to remind myself. Diamond hands, Jim. I'm thinking, fuck. If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have went like this and that and the other. So it's in reality, I try not to comment too much because I'm learning a lot and I'm learning so much about chart reading and trading in general. In that sense, I'm just I've done so well so far. I'm trying to be smarter and wiser every day in that sense. It doesn't help that this economy's doing this at this point in time, but don't think it's all not planned out in that sense. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm trying to accumulate my bags. I'm in an accumulation stage at this point in the day. Fucking Rexy Rex.
With the armor systems pauses. Wait, are you saying humans were genetically engineered by ancient aliens? Not engineered, cultivated, like a particularly promising garden variety that just...
There he's got his mouth gaping open. What is he actually really doing, though, do you think? Is the screen that far away he needs to gaze like that? With his gaping mouth open? He's doing one of these. Brain damage. Yeah, that's right. Amen to that. It's catching flies. I don't know what he's fucking looking at.
We particularly enjoyed the quantum harmonizer incident, though I do apologize for the cat videos. That might have been a bit much. Not at all, Nari chimes in. Those were actually quite popular in the break room.
Okay, let me read this shit. Here's the chat. Let me see here. Real Cindy Renee was in there. Day 19 in a row, monitoring Chicago radio 106.9. Still nothing but station bleeding static. Let's see. Taze was in there. Navin was in there. Programming and Monty Python. Why the hell aren't you teaching Tommy how to do this? What kind of mentor are you? You didn't know that 2 + 2 was 4 until a teacher told you. Tommy can be taught anything you can be taught. All you're doing, Navin says, is asking the AI to generate code for you. That's not coding. Open a Python editor and do it. StreamYard link. Hey, Navin, you haven't written... What? Watch yourself there, darling. You haven't written one line of code from scratch, LOL, Navin says. Telling a chef you want a medium rare steak isn't cooking. Oh, shit. That's a good one. Oh, great, says Taze. Navin, now I'm craving steak. Navin says, so you know Python script? How about a test? You don't understand the difference between an object and a module. You don't even know the basics, Rex. All you're going to do is yell like a freak. I'm not coming up there. Drop the link for him twice. How about you decouple XSplit and add a feature or STFU? Rex, you begged AB to work for you, says Taze. AB gets a lot of respect from a lot of people, Rex. That's Taze teasing him. But you said you can turn anything into a positive, Navin says. They're really chatting him up in there. Taze says, invaluable. If you say bowling algebra, I will leave. WTT says, are you having ChatGPT write the lawsuit that's going to get you off the sex offender registry? I wonder how much Crown Royal and weed ChatGPT needs to figure out what you were wanting. Oh, shit. Oh, that's a good one. Run the file, Rex. No one can hear you. I think you are too far away from your microphone, cutting out. So Jim Rhodes says, this is not coding in Python as suspected. Rex isn't coding at all. He's having AI do things for him, then claiming it's his. Worse than a scripter. He's an AI dummy. He is. He's so groomed. He is so believe in everything that comes his way down that AI. I love it. Oh, tell me how beautiful I am again. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Let's see. As someone mentioned above, asking a chef to make you a steak doesn't mean you cooked it. It's basically the same thing as you were doing. Rex created ChatGPT. WTT said, I just received a message from someone saying that the GPT stands for groping pretty teenagers. How dare someone say something like that? That is vile and obscene. Oh, man. Jim Rhodes says, figures the audio engineer doesn't realize that the audiobook he's playing in is so loud and overmodulating. It really was. LOL WTT, I'm waiting for Rex to claim that he invented the precursors to ChatGPT and AI in general. Well, he's got his own. Comes with Home Network, probably. Yeah, whatever happened to helping Connie over the weekend, that 80-year-old woman with Dobie, that horse? Guess Dobie will continue to suffer because Rex failed to do what he said he was going to do. Green Bean says he did that yesterday. Funny, you were on screen doing garbage like this all day yesterday. Yet now you claim to have worked at Connie's. Guess I'll have to go over and volunteer to help her with it. Would be nice if Rex would give them proper credit, but that would be too much for him. FYI, 3 people watching Rex stumble his way through having AI do his work for him, and 2 of them are me. Oh, shit. I guess you could say I'm the human studying, documenting the alien species known as Rex. Yeah, Rex is up there all fucking day with that. 8 hours of that. You think if you could dedicate 8 hours, if you think you could dedicate 8 hours to something, it at least got you some money. He spent $85 on an alcohol-fueled breakfast, but won't spend money on the tools he actually needs. They came out of his and Tommy's slush fund. They've got a slush fund together, and they share a schedule. Isn't that weird to be so dependent on each other? They have a schedule together that Tommy keeps. That's so fucking weird. Oh, Rex, where are you, brother? Some of those last responses were connected to the story he was playing. He was streaming a story from another YouTube channel. Yeah, I see it. What do I got in the back for old Susan content? I've got to have something. Susan, where were you? Where did I see Susan last?
Just your mic.
Just because.
Suggested it then for Heather. I didn't know what else to talk about. Alright, because I made a comment.
So,
She does.
Not that one. Might not have one. Oh yeah, I do. Here it is.
Let me see how for 1-7.
This is going to be a classic. Let me see. There it is. Got to refind it now. I should upload this to the
Yeah,
internet.
not correct.
Okay, so everybody on the
Well, good time,
internet
Jim.
is wrong then, right?
Hey, Papa, did I ever go on panel and fucking drink? Fuck yeah, I did. I wish I never did it. But I did. I can't take that back.
You've done it
Or
several
what I
times.
can do
and you're still continuing.
what I can do is correct my mistakes and move on. And yes, I am doing AA, believe it or not. If you don't want to believe it, well, that's up to you. That is up to you.
Susan,
But I'm
this
doing
is repeat
Zoom
behavior.
And I'm doing hunting AA, okay? In person. Just stop.
Okay.
And I'm also getting my mental health looked at too. Okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susan.
And if I could go in-house, I would go in-house. But that's not an option for me right now. There's a fucking list.
Mhm. Susan,
I'm not doing anything wrong.
I didn't say you was, Susan. I'm just saying they already know your income. If you go through the caseworker
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, you get put on the list, Purple.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Look it up. See if I'm lying. And don't tell me you can't do AA by Zoom, because I did it
Did I
yesterday.
ever say anything like that? No. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm giving you the time. I'm giving you the hunting time. UK
I
hours.
never said you couldn't do
7,
AA by Zoom. I said I don't believe you're
on
doing
on
AA at
Tuesday.
all. Because you on Saturday you're like,
So she's already a week into it. I wonder how things are going for her. She hasn't been around very much, which is maybe she has, and I haven't noticed her. Let me know in chat.
what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do?
Yeah,
So
I
Susan-
didn't. At first, I didn't think it would work. I thought I should go in house. I thought anything. But at the end of the day, you don't know what I'm doing in the backgrounds, Purple. You don't.
Susan, we hear the shit.
I'm trying
You
to
think-
fix the shit I caused, okay? And I
You
don't need
think-
you regurgitating the same crap.
Well, then
every
you shouldn't
day.
have spoke about me on that live on Saturday, Susan.
Because I heard you say you were wondering, how did I know? How did I know that you sent me a link? Because Purple, you said it on your live.
Would you like me to pull it up?
I do listening to you.
See, this is just how it gets. Susan's a one-upper, right? So she has a difficult time letting things go in that sense. And especially when she's on the sauce. It's part of the cycle. And on top of it all, it's entertaining and it gives people things to talk about. It doesn't necessarily mean Susan's a bad person. I don't believe she genuinely probably is a bad person. She has a lot of trauma. And I hope she comes back sooner than later.
You like you listening to me? Although you
Would
say
you like
don't
me to
believe
pull
it.
that live up where you talk shit about me?
Oh, but look, I've already heard it 100 times. You did it last night again.
So I'll do it every night if I want to, Susan.
Do you guys think that there's a more sinister side to Susan, or maybe that side comes out when she's drinking in that sense, and she's really feeding into the devil with that cycle? If she didn't have Purple to talk about, she doesn't have to like Purple all of a sudden. She doesn't have to be okay with Purple, right? She can have whatever opinion about people she wants in that sense. She doesn't have to think a certain way. You know, whatever's healthiest for her. You know, there's nothing wrong with Susan getting up there and talking smack about Purple. It's a back and forth in that sense, but after a while, it wanes on your mental health. Good to see you. Hey, Katie. I think that's just the nature of being a drunk. you got a mean streak in that sense, and you don't mind. You're numb to everything. You're numb to it. If you don't remember it properly, it was meaningless to you. So it compounds after a while. Well, wait till she gets in. If she's really legitimately doing the 12-step process, it's so difficult. It's going to be difficult for her, but probably healthy for everybody. It's not for everybody, I don't think, but she's so dead. She seems so for it. She seems as though that's going to solve all of her problems, when in fact it's really just a choice internally. But that's me simplifying it. For some people, it's not that easy. There's a reason that her family disowned her. You think so? We'll talk about really cheering it up in here. I was trying to stay positive, but you got it. What do you mean? She has a conflict because she was on the internet trying to make out like she was somebody other than she really was, in that sense. And she still does up until, when she gets a few in her, she starts talking about how wonderful of a mother that she is. And of course, now she probably wants to be a great mom, but her kids never seem to change their ages in that sense. So it's like, and you never hear any kids in the background who are interacting with them ever, or pictures or, but I guess, is that anything? Maybe not. But people who hang with her say that it's a front. You think she does like purple? I do too. A part of me. Well, why would she not? She always liked purple before. I don't know what it was exactly. I'll have to think. What was it exactly? Was that all around New Year's? I'd have to look back too. Or wants to be purple. You'd have to do a lot of shit talking to be purple. There'd have to be a lot of hate towards Susan in that sense. I'm not sure if she could handle that. She doesn't handle the heat very well. Pressure, stress. She never emailed you back, Katie, about going to a Zoom meeting with you. That was a good opportunity. If she never emailed you back, well, maybe she should actually go to one in her locale, like something that gets her out. She's probably lives in a whole building filled with people that go, excuse me. It's part of the whole thing. She needs some social interaction. Maybe she has a bit of a brain injury or something. Yeah, that's true too. It depends what sort of environment you grew up in. Like it's difficult when, sometimes people are just best left alone in that sense. People who come from a lot of abuse in their background, it'd be difficult going into a situation that, I don't know, reconcile one way but not another way. But you have to do what you have to do. I asked if there's a sinister side to her, and I said there is a reason her family disowned her. Oh, LOL. Well, thank you, Blame Katie. There was a response to my question. I appreciate it. Not just you coming in here shit talking her. Thank you for straightening me out. It was a response. It's on step 1.5. 1.5. Well, 1, she already admitted it. 0.5, she's on her way to her first meeting. Isn't that what the 0.5 is? Well, Just stop. You don't have to go to any meetings, girl. Save yourself a lot of time. Oh, Taze, that's a brilliant one. That was just recently. Didn't she just do a phone call live? God bless her. Susan does a phone call live. I think it was Susan, yeah, where she called up a private rehab facility, and they quoted her some number like $4,000 to $8,000 for 28 days. And she's like, "Whoa, I guess I can't do that then." So you couldn't quite figure whether it was a dry bag or she's just out there fishing, but it was actually kind of funny content to make. Just another justification. You could probably assemble a whole bunch of them and put them in a video for her, play it back. Just stop. You could save yourself all of that time. Just don't fucking drink. How's that? You're really giving yourself up. It's like admitting to everybody you're such a suggestible fool in that sense. Come take all my fucking money, and they're just going to sit there and tell you that I'm the same thing anyway. Stop drinking. You're just paying them to listen to you. You can't afford that type of thing. You need a little therapy, but who doesn't? Everybody could use some therapy. You want a hug, Susan? Why don't you come up and I'll give you a tongue bath? She didn't go to a damn Zoom meeting. She's lying to Purple. Yeah. So I found it interesting, like why I think she thinks that to everybody it's something and they need to believe her in her efforts. And it's not important that she proves to you because isn't it supposed to be anonymous anyway? So why are you bringing it up? Yeah. Daisy, we the Irish need about 20 steps. Are you as Irish as Susan? Oh dear. She could go to a church. Right, exactly. That would be good for her. She could learn about Jesus. I wonder how much she knows about Jesus in that sense. It's hard to shit talk her. You find it more hilarious than anything. It's not shit talk in a sense. We've never shit talked. I just call it shit talking. Well, I don't think we've ever shit talked Susan in that sense. I mean, the only thing I did was suggest. I guess I suggested the possibility that she could be involved with Pakistani grooming gangs and human trafficking in the UK because it was like clickbait, right? It's like, you mentioned that, then you might get some more views in that sense. And of course, she twisted it and made it look like she wanted, or that I was telling people that in that sense. Of course, I'm not telling people that. How do I know though? But she was being very antagonistic at that point in time. So it's a back and forth. And I want Susan to know that, hey, it's no hard feelings. I don't actually think that. So sometimes, I wonder how much of it she actually believes. Like she's brainwashing herself into believing that I actually said that about her. She has a tendency to do that. What's going on, Nasty? You say that's all the boys, Nasty, but I appreciate it. She has to want to do it for herself. You know what? I don't know. It's her own business. If she wants to drink, that's her business. It's difficult through engagement that we do on YouTube to really, like, in a sense, we troll her that she has a problem. She probably does have a bit of a drinking issue, but it goes hand in hand with her nastiness, stuff that people have every right to call out and engage with. And it just goes from there. The next thing you know, she's really looking bad because, well, the things that she claims and says gets her into trouble. And then she feels justified in all kinds of malicious actions and lies. You should try that again, Nasty. I wonder how things are at this point in time. That's right, too. Blame Katie. Yeah, she turned around and came in and mimicked the things that you were expressing in your discussion with her. And 24 hours later, she came on, made an appearance, and said everything was good. She was at that Zoom meeting. I remember. That would be ideal. I don't think that she does very well in situations like that, Abigail. I wonder how good of a I wonder how easy of a situation that would be for her. Like, I mean, that's the royal treatment in that sense. Susan might be able to afford a little bit of therapy, and it's going to church. That's all you really need. It's all the same process. Where's Rex? Probably doing a power nap. I don't think there's any court today for him. It's hard to tell with him. He's got so many ridiculous motions in front of the court. I think you're probably right, Sweet Tea. It's because she doesn't have anyone around her that truly cares for her. Yeah, that makes me sad. She lets them use her in that sense. She knows it and welcomes it just to have anyone around. Yeah, as long as that's what it seems like, doesn't it? But it doesn't seem like she has anyone in her real life either in that sense. It's probably due to the alcohol. It's notorious for fucking friends that way.
Okay.
What are you going to do about it? Not a motherfucking thing.
That's the most childish thing I've ever heard. What am I going to do about it?
No.
Hey, what do you want me to do? Knock at your front door or something? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
there's nothing I can do about it, Purple. Only fix the things I have done wrong. And I am doing that. And it's my first step. And I'm doing it. And if you don't want to believe that, that's up to you. That's up to you.
So here's the thing I'm thinking about is that she used to be addicted to a lot harder substances than alcohol. So she's changed over to alcohol and pills in that sense. It's the only thing she's got left. There's probably a lot more behind it. Turn that tap off, please. But she's already used to quitting in that sense. So she probably knows like her headspace that she needs to be in just to go and stop, just like she stopped taking heroin.
That's okay. Don't believe it then.
I don't.
But don't come on here and tell your subscribers lies saying that I haven't went to AA, because I have.
They do AA meetings on Sunday, Susan?
I did it on Zoom. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
I'm not coming up here to attack.
Yeah, I went to AA on Zoom last night, actually.
So I hope this isn't like I hope this isn't the new lie. Like, is this what it's all for? Is just for show for a bunch of people, Susan, to say that, oh, you can't talk about how drunk I am because obviously I'm in AA and you're mistaken. I'm slurring my voice because of the doctor's medications. Again, nothing's really going to change. And she's farting every time she turns her ass cheek a little bit. Oh, come on. All you have to do is just not talk about it, not be drunk. not be malicious.
See? Yeah, I did. Sure
Susan,
did.
you do understand
Mm-hmm.
that alcohol withdrawals is the most deadliest withdrawals out there, right?
That's strange because I don't have any withdrawals. But anyway,
Susan,
I don't drink 7 days a week. Y'all think I do, but you don't. You don't know my drinking patterns. You don't know my drink of choice. You don't know fuck all, right? Really.
Yeah,
Susan,
your
I'm
drink
being-
of choice is Budweiser or vodka.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh. So you take the booze, you take her loneliness. She became codependent in Discord, in these voice chats. And it's a cycle. And it's all fueled by alcohol. That's so sad.
Drink
I
one can.
am being respectful to you. I'm not.
She didn't care.
Look, Buckeye, I come up here to talk to Purple. I didn't come up here to talk to you.
Well, this
Okay.
is my panel, and I allowed Buckeye to come up
Well,
here.
you know
so
what,
you're rude.
Susan? I'll stop being fucking respectful. You ain't nothing but a habitual liar that needs to fucking stop. Everybody knows your fucking game. Everybody knows you're a fucking drunk. So stop lying.
You shut the fuck up, Buckeye, all right?
No,
You're
I
just
won't. I
talking
came up
because
here
I
being
outed
fucking
you a bit
respectful
past
to you,
that time.
and you want to
okay?
be a fucking nasty ass cunt. You're probably drinking right now, and that's why you're acting the way you are. Because
Oh,
the only
wow.
time you act this way is when you're fucking drinking.
So that's the behavior right there. I don't know that she's going to be able to stop that. Like, she's really combative. It doesn't matter what you say. She's already getting aggressive in that sense, denying. You need to STFU. You need to do this and I'll do that. She gets awfully protective. So it makes me wonder if any of this is genuine.
Drinking.
Yeah, you're a mean drunk, Susan.
I've known you long enough, Susan.
No, you don't,
Oh
Buckeye.
yeah, I have, Susan.
Mm-mm.
I've known you since Molly Golightly days.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole fake twin sister bullshit, all that. The time that you went on Justin's very first live and said you took a whole bottle of pills. Yep. was
Yeah,
there for
that's
that
why
too.
I have to pick my medications up every day when we're taking overdoses. Yeah.
So this repetitive cycle of attention seeking a certain way, you're putting yourself around on purpose a bunch of people who are vulnerable, in a vulnerable state, who have trauma of their own, a suggestible audience, telling them that, you know, you're telling them a bullshit line, something that should be personal, Susan. You're outwardly using it as a shield of virtue, and everything's good and happy now. We can move on, and you can shut the fuck up.
That's correct. Yeah.
Mm.
But you know what? That was years ago. And you keep saying, why is people bringing up things what happened years ago? Because you're doing it to everyone else. You're not allowing a person move on. You're not.
Who are you
You're not
talking
allowing
to?
anyone move
Oh,
on.
me
She
too,
does
sweet
drink
tea.
At all.
daily because she has no
And if you
choice.
don't want to believe
An
what I
alcoholic
say,
cannot just
I-
up and stop.
yeah, my
No,
name
they
is Susan
can't.
Brennan and I'm an alcoholic. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
know.
you are, and you
And
can't
I'm not
just up and
drinking
stop,
right
Susan.
now, Buckeye. And I
You
didn't
have
drink
to be
yesterday
under
neither. I
medical
went to
attention
AA yesterday.
and supervision, because I'm telling you, the
Shut
withdrawals
the
will
fuck up
kill
with
you.
the supervision, my bollocks. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Susan, I know about how alcoholism, okay?
Okay,
Part of it's so funny though. Like, I mean, she's got her temper is funny, but is it just the alcohol that makes her funny?
well, okay. Are you certified in this? Are you certified?
I
Because
have
I'm dealing with
family that's
professionals
almost
right
died
now.
from it, Susan.
Are you okay? I don't want to know about that. I'm asking you a question. Are you certified in this?
Are you? You're a certified liar is what
No,
you are.
no, I'm not certified. I'm
No,
only
you're a
learning.
certified liar.
Okay, whatever. But guys, you know what? Go fuck yourself. You're a nasty old bitch, anyways. Always have been. You're never going to change.
Susan, you
She's not afraid to tell people what she thinks, is she?
Oh,
You'll never,
Susan, she's younger than you are.
Nasty ass.
you're never going to change. You're not.
You
You're
will
always going
never
to come
change,
up
Susan.
and
I
throw
came
your
up here.
2 cents in.
No,
I
you
came up
fucking
How
to
long
talk
was
to
your
purple.
meeting
You
on
listen to me.
Sunday,
I came up to
Susan?
I
talk
came
to
up here
purple,
being
okay?
respectful to your ass.
I
You're
came
the
up
one
to
that
talk
came
to
at me, so
purple. And
yes,
what you
you're going to
do,
get
you
it
come
back.
up and you
You're going to get it
try
back.
attacking on
Sure
me.
the fuck am.
You're trying to say I'm drinking now when I'm clearly not, okay?
Susan, how long was your meeting yesterday?
An hour.
An hour?
on Zoom. Yep. Sure was.
Yeah, that's funny too. It's almost like calling her out in a way because she seems to get mad when people don't believe the line that she just said. Considering all the other lies that she's just told, it would make sense, and that's right. Why is it so important that people need to believe you in that moment in time? When people try to bring her back to reality, she gets livid, like how Ernie gets.
I thought there was no place around there that could help you, Susan. There's
There's
wait lists.
I was on Zoom yesterday, Buckeye. I was going to do what
But I'm
Blame
going to tell
Katie
you this:
said. I
AA
did
meetings
I
aren't
did
going to
with
get you
someone
sober.
else.
AA meetings aren't going to get you sober. Sorry, not going to happen.
Really?
AA
Okay.
is for after you get sober.
That's such a great point. AA helps you deal with your life after you get sober, because that's what I found. As soon as I stopped drinking, fuck, I really got depressed. Then I realized why I was drinking in the first place. Either get by it or you start listening to country music, right?
What time was it, Susan? What time did you do it yesterday?
Let me have a look. Not sure what time that one was on, but I'll find out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Zoom downloaded and everything now. Let me just check.
Yeah, strawberry shortcake.
Because you know it can be looked up and
Amen. Praise
verified,
the
right?
Lord.
Yeah, sure. I'll find out the time I
It
went
will.
on that one.
Your first step, it will save, but it's not going to get her sober. That's what I'm saying. It will help her with sobriety, staying sober. But there's no
I
way.
do believe it was 8 o'clock UK time. I'm up here to talk to Purple. I didn't come up here to talk to you.
Well, this is my panel, and I allow.
The time that you went on Justin's very first live and said you took a whole bottle of pills. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I have to pick my medication. And if you don't want to believe
An
what I
alcoholic
say,
cannot just up and stop.
yeah, my
No,
name is
they
Susan
can't.
Brennan, and I'm an alcoholic. Yes.
Yeah, you are, and you
And
can't
I'm not
just up and
drinking
stop,
right
Susan.
now, Buckeye. And I
You
didn't
have
drink
to be
yesterday
under
neither. I
medical
went to
attention.
AA
What's not true, Mia?
yesterday.
It's supervision. Because I'm telling you, the
Shut
withdrawals
the
will
fuck
kill
up,
you.
you supervision my bollocks. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Susan, I know about how alcoholism, okay?
Okay, but okay, are you certified in this? Are you certified?
I
Because
have
I'm dealing with
family that's
professionals
almost
right
died
now.
from it, Susan.
Are you okay? I don't want to know about that. I'm asking you a question. Are you certified in this?
Are you? You're a certified liar is what you are.
No, I'm not certified. I'm
No,
only
you're a
learning.
certified liar.
Okay, whatever. But guys, you know what? Go fuck yourself. You're a nasty old bitch anyways. Always have been. You're never going to change.
Susan,
Oh,
you fuck
Susan,
yourself.
she's
Your
younger
fingers
than
are
you
crusty, your
are.
nasty ass.
You're never going to change. You're not.
You
You're
will
always going
never
to come
change,
up
Susan.
and
I
throw
came
your
up here.
2 cents in.
No,
I
you
came up
fucking
How long was your meeting?
No, that's not what she said, Mia. I think you misunderstood her. She was saying that it's not saying it's impossible, but the steps are designed for people after they stop drinking. No, I see what you're saying, though, Mia. She was trying to make a point.
On Sunday, Susan.
I came up here being respectful to your ass.
I came up and talked to Purple. I'm like,
you're going to get it
come
back.
up and you
you
try attacking on
Sure
me.
the fuck am.
You're trying to say I'm drinking now when I'm clearly not, okay?
Susan, how long was your meeting yesterday?
An hour.
An hour?
on Zoom. Yep. Sure was.
I thought there was no place around there that could help you, Susan. There's wait lists.
I was on Zoom yesterday, Buckeye. I was going to do what
But I'm
Blame
going to tell you
Katie
this:
said.
AA meetings
I
aren't
did
going to
with
get you
someone
sober.
else.
AA meetings aren't going to get you sober. Sorry, not going to happen.
Really?
AA
Okay.
is for after you get sober.
What time was it, Susan? What time did you do it yesterday?
Let me have a look. Not sure what time that one was on, but I'll find out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Zoom downloaded and everything now. Hold on. Let me just check.
Yeah, strawberry shortcake.
Because you know it can be looked up and verified, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to find out the time I
It
went
will.
on that one.
Your first step, it will save, but it's not going to get her sober. That's what I'm saying. It will help her with sobriety, staying sober. But there's no
I
way.
do believe it was 8 o'clock UK time. It was done on Zoom. Mm-hmm. I met a lot of people from all over the world.
My favorite part about Susan recently, her most recent streams, is where she has this thing where she sucks her candy into the microphone, and I hate it so much. It affects me so much that I have to stop what I'm doing and like physically listen in that sense. It's bizarre. I have to listen harder. But she has this candy she's always sucking on. And it's just the worst, but she won't stop. She won't not suck on it. She sends out her apology beforehand and then starts sucking on it hard.
Not when she's like
Yeah,
she
sure
is.
did. Sure
Not when
did.
she's like she is. Your first step. She would be
First
withdrawing
step
sobriety.
is admitting that you're
Alcohol
drunk.
withdrawals
Yes.
are the worst.
Oh,
I've watched
okay.
family almost die from it.
Uh-huh.
So she acknowledges how annoying it is and how rude it is to do that. But she refuses to not do it at all. Like you can suck your candy when nobody's around. Why is it that you need to suck that candy when you're talking into a microphone? And it's just like this constant lip smacking and sucking action. It's kind of like a porno. It's kind of like a weird porn. Ew.
If
You're
they
trying to say I'm
wouldn't have
drinking
been,
now?
if they
Drinking
wouldn't
now?
have been under medical supervision, they would have died. No, Glam, of course not.
I'm sorry to hear that,
Thank you,
Lindy.
Rocco.
Hey, Rocco, how do you know? Were you there?
Rocco knows. Everyone knows. I said my mods come with me.
Really,
So-
Susan? Why would
Yeah,
your
they-
mods go to an AA meeting with you?
So these are the little things that make me wonder if it's just not all an illusion in that sense. She really likes to play on when I say vulnerable, an audience that's vulnerable, like we want really badly to give her the benefit of the doubt pretty much every time. It works every time. So she can really lie every time and know that we're going to hold her to that to a degree. And then she gets upset because it really probably is just an illusion. So what is it that's so important that everybody believes you're going to AA and that you're on the path to recovery and all of this? It's because she's claiming it all. She's getting in front of a microphone and claiming it. That's why people make an issue out of it and hold her to task, so to speak.
Because it's called support. Not enabling is called support. Purple. Something you wouldn't really know about, to be honest.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because you call everyone enablers when they're not. They're only supporting me. Okay? No one's enabling me to do jack shit. They're trying to help me in the right direction. Hell, even your little friend Blame Katie wanted to even help me.
There you go. Shout out to Blame Katie. Her mods went with her to an AA meeting. Well, that's what she's claiming. She had one in her chat say, oh, yes, I did. But how are you to verify that? How you know? I don't know about that. I don't know about all of that.
I was taken back by that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
There's
always
been a lot of
suggested to
people.
start doing the Zoom ones.
And that's a good point, Sweet Tea. Like the cravings will come in, but the slur, she can really hide that slur. Well, she can never hide it because we're always listening to her. We probably know her voice better than she does. I would think in that sense. She can say, "Oh, I'm not slurring. I'm sucking my candy." I get it, sweet tea. That's a good observation.
As well, and I started doing the Zoom ones, and I did.
Mm-hmm. Right, alcohol. It's anonymous, so yeah, I'm with y'all. So you took all your friends and you went to AA. Is that what you're saying, Susan?
We did it Zoom, and I'm not going to mention the two people who came with me, but the two people did come with me, and I'm not going to mention any names.
I will say this. Even though me and Rocco can't stand each other, Rocco won't lie for Susan.
Nope.
I will say that.
Nope. There's no one enabling me. There's people supporting me, but not enabling me at all.
Yeah, that's for sure, Deb. When she gets drinking, she becomes more difficult to understand in that sense.
No. Thank you, Daily Wolf. Yeah, it was my first step.
Don't just because she done an AA Zoom meeting does not mean that she's going to continue not drinking. You guys need to stop that.
But people already know I already stopped fucking drinking. But
you were drinking Saturday.
I wasn't drinking Saturday. I had taken medication.
You told you admitted it on that live to Tara.
No, I didn't admit it on that live. I admitted it on Tony's live. I did. Yes, on Tony's live, I was pissed out of my head.
You admitted it when Tara on that panel.
No.
You said, so what?
You was drunk Friday when you went live.
No, I wasn't drunk Friday.
Yes,
I taking medications. People know that.
No.
Right, I'm out of here. Good luck. And two of you can go fuck yourselves.
Well, you can go get drunk, Susan.
I'm not I'm not encouraging her not to. But I'm telling you.
You two can go F yourselves. You feel left out, Katie? You should send her another email asking her if she wants to go on a date with you. In that sense, an AA date. And go hang out. She's like this on YouTube for over 3 years now, Abigail. Well, I think finally it's coming out that the alcohol is really making her, this malicious at this point. After this recent brouhaha with Purple. You feel excluded and hurt? Well, I'll put that up there. Susan, Katie gave you a very heart-to-heart talk in that sense. Are you going to take her up on her offer? I guess it's not mandatory that she does. But I don't know. I don't know if this is all just a bit of an illusion and she's just going to come back, and we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Hopefully she's doing the right thing. Susan, listen, if you're listening to this, just know that all you have to do is just stop. Control yourself. Stop drinking. Yeah, this is the only one I had in the back. I know there's a couple other ones that are afterward, or that came afterwards, Abigail. You'll know in 3 seconds if she's sober by the sound of her voice. It's okay if you're not, Susan. If you say it's not for you, then it's not for you. I think the problem is when you took offense or got defensive when somebody said that it's probably your drinking that makes you malicious, and you keep insisting that you've stopped and you're stopping drinking, and that there's no going back now. You've screamed it into the ether that you're Susan Bennett and you have a drinking problem now. That's going to be embarrassing. I mean, I'm going to hold you to that, Susan. I mean, I want you to get sober because life is short enough as it is, and life is worth living, my friend. And you've got to change your mental approach. You've got to change your state of mind, your vibes, your vibrational frequency, baby. Yeah. I don't know what it is that maybe she is just here on the internet, not to connect with other people, but she's a bad actor, and her intent here is to fool people, to deceive people. Is that what it is, Susan? I don't know. Like she'll get mad at me insisting that, but that would be the alternative, an alternative idea to that. I would hope not. No, especially Susan. She's been, Susan's been drinking and listening to Purple Phoenix. Speaking of which, Purple should be coming live a little bit later tonight. I wonder if she's doing another live stream this evening. Yeah, she wants sympathy and attention. She's lonely and drunk. And she wants it even more when she's drunk in that sense. Fuck it. Stop it. Get a dog. Maybe you need a little dog. Wouldn't a dog be perfect for Susan? I wonder if she's allowed to keep one in her assisted living facility. It'll give you things to do. Maybe a drinking buddy. I'm kidding. She has no insight. Well, I don't think she cares. I do like that story. I'm going to go search for that. If anybody knows where that story is, or there is a clip of Susan talking about being in two different wars, please let me know. I want to pull it up. I guess it is. I guess it is in that sense. Blame Katie. She needs a breath interlock system on that computer. Well, you probably could get one. You don't know? You don't know if you trust her with an animal? She has a mean streak in real life, do you think? Like an old lady from her scooter swinging a cane at the kids on the lawn? She does. I like to get her something to talk about. I used to like to do it because I like to see how she would twist it back at me, thinking that it was malicious. And of course, that's a back and forth game in that sense. But I do want her to know that I don't dislike her. I want her to be happy while she's here on this earth. It's just all shit talk at the end of the day. And if you're going to be claiming things in that sense, of course, people are going to be talking about it when you're lying. And then the question then becomes, why did you lie? And that's fascinating. No animals, Lindy? You should start with a plant. Maybe fish. I'll get her a barracuda. Get her some piranhas. An attack fish, some fighting fish. All right, friends. It's 8:19. I'll see you back in the morning for a chit chat in the morning. Keep your eyes open. It's going to be spontaneous, but I'm going to start live streaming a little bit more. And Susan, please hit me up in the comments section, my friend. If you're listening to this, let me know that you're doing okay. I worry a little bit. She lies, gets caught, resets, all forgotten about. That's the good thing about alcohol, Abigail. That's probably the good thing. She's the one who forgets, but nobody else does. And it compounds on itself. Purple Phoenix will probably be live. Go over there and check her out. It's probably getting late for Katie. I don't know, but Bird has 2 live streams scheduled for later tonight, or 1 scheduled for later tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, we'll be back on. I'll be back up at 4:30 tomorrow morning, but I won't be live till about 8. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.